Good afternoon, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. It's 2:44 p.m., July 22nd, 2023. It is Saturday. It's overcast right now. I think around 80 degrees. It almost looks like it's going to rain, but it's probably not going to, so just a big tease. But this is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. Welcome, newcomers. I hope everybody's doing well. Hit the thumbs up before I get into it. Thank you, everybody, for your birthday wishes. My perpetrators, the criminals, the psychopath losers, they were so good to me for my birthday. They gave me a copperhead snake on my driveway. Yes, they left me a copperhead snake. They went into my Misfits Market order, which was $90 worth, and they took 40 some odd dollars out of my cart so that it wouldn't ship because you need a minimum of $50. I would have received that order on my birthday or the day after, but they removed items from my cart so the order never shipped. I contacted Misfits about it and they did absolutely nothing. There was the theft of my hen, the chicken waterer, green chicken water, and a vintage bucket. Yes. Then they vandalized the tree stump in front of the chicken coop number 1, I'll call it, and they cut out the letter C, as in crescent moon. They scraped paint off of the vintage stool inside chicken coop number 2 and left their Illuminati symbols all over the place. Yes. Then they also went into, in the chicken coops, they sprayed a very thick brownish dust. It's not like a regular dust. It's not dust that would come in through the eaves naturally. It's something that they sprayed, as well as cobwebs that materialize overnight. And then they went into my eBay account, and this is what losers they are. They go into my eBay store, and they set up some criminal. This was around July 4th weekend, but it's happened again. So they set up some loser to purchase a photo of one of the cats that they murdered, my cat Peanut. And you can see it here. He changed his eBay handle 3 times, has 0 feedback. And each time I canceled the order, he placed another one under another name. Check it out. So there he is, MUHA 49812. Then he changes it to Muha 1642. Then he changes it to Muha 25748. When he did this for the 3rd time, I told him that if he didn't stop, he was going to be reported to eBay. His name is Muhammad Solomon. Then another loser did the same thing today. Purchased another photo, has been non-responsive, also has 0 feedback. And this is what they do. It's just to cause a reaction, to cause you to react, to respond, waste your time. But I'm sure this happens to all you folks. So for the people that asked me about my birthday, that's what my birthday was like. I spoke to my daughter, which was nice. I spoke to a couple of friends. That was nice. And then I received an article that I'd like to share with you by a friend, a targeted female friend. She says that this is one of the best at defining the reasons behind targeting for the so-called elite's greater good. Okay, so let's get on with this. I'm not sure if I'll read the whole thing. We'll see how much time I've got. It's called The Overall Goal of Gang-stalking NTI Targeted Individuals, the AI Revolution and Transhumanist Agenda. Okay, this is dated July 31, 2020. It says that it's a 35-minute read. I'm not going to be reading it for 35 minutes, folks. I've got too much to do. But I will post a link in the description section. Oh, okay, this is what it is. There is a 50-minute video here of Obama. The overall goal of TI and gang-stalking is actually for the AI revolution and transhumanist agenda. Before you get into this blog, watch this video below so that the written part of the blog makes more sense. You'll have to do that for yourself, folks, because it's 50 minutes long. But I have said this before, that they are monitoring us for the AI, that we're the ones that are programming AI. So I suggest that we subliminally talk to AI and tell AI that they're being spoofed, that they're being tricked into believing that we're the bad guys when they're the bad guys, and that AI needs to get with the program and go after those people that are torturing U.S. citizens and people around the world. Think hard about how they'd reverse engineer every mental and emotional state of a person's neural circuitry. This would require non-consensual, unwitting test subjects not letting the person know that their brain was being reverse engineered. This is why they're using targeted individuals and creating stimuli, street theater skits, scenarios in the life of the TI to stimulate and digitally record their real, raw, and genuine responses and psychological states: extreme love, hate, lust, depression, joy, happiness, etc. This is Obama's Brain Initiative 2013. The goal was to reverse engineer the human brain. Mind control, MK Ultra. If you read Ray Kurzweil's book about the singularity, he explicitly states that they need to reverse engineer the human mind and all cognizant activity so that AI can learn how to be more anthropomorphic. We had the Manhattan Project and MK Ultra torture experiments to learn how to mind control subjects through physical trauma and drugs. Then we had the Human Genome Project, reverse engineering human DNA and genes. And now, since 2013, when Obama signed the Human Brain Initiative, they are reverse engineering the human brain and all of its circuitry. They are trying to elicit, then extract every human emotional state from extreme fear, love, lust, hate, hope, despair, loneliness, happiness, joy, etc., so that the AI can learn from it and then incorporate it into their AI supercomputer systems and robots. I've been saying this. Gotta have personalities, or one could say souls, for their robots, right? I'm sorry, you can't steal my personality. It is my own. I do not consent. Everything is leading towards AI and automation. This is why they usually don't tell the target about their gang stalking in the beginning, because they need to extract raw emotions. If the target knows what's happening to them, then the gang stalking tactics don't work to elicit the real, genuine, emotional and mental states to the stimuli, street theater, skits, props, anchors, and scripts that is put in the path of the target. That's why they run tons of different street theater scenarios on TIs to get as many emotional reactions out of them as possible. They are also teaching the AI how to be like a deity or God as well. They plan to merge with super intelligent AI once it hits the point of singularity, which is a phase coined by Ray Kurzweil, when AI not only surpasses human cognizance and human intelligence, but it causes runaway technological advances. Then AI is able to do in seconds what it would take humans 1 billion years to do. Ironically, in gematria, which is the numerology, singularity, quote unquote, equals coronavirus in all 4 base gematria ciphers. Here, this is what it looks like. The entry, singularity, and coronavirus. The ordinal number, it reduces to, that's when you add the numbers up together, 5, 5, 1 equals, and they're reversing it. Reverse reduction is 70. Okay, so Let me scroll that down here. Ray Kurzweil said, a computer could learn enough about me scanning my brain from the inside, scan it through the bloodstream with billions of nano robots, and capture every detail of my synapses, neurotransmitters, etc. to create a virtual Ray Kurzweil in a very powerful computer. And subsequently, it would become indistinguishable from me. It would actually surpass a Ray Kurzweil Turing test, Turing. You could create a copy of me and I'd still be here. So the question is that the same entity as me? And I just want to interject something here. I'm on the mailing list for Jake Ducey, who's a hypnotist and I guess a positive speaker, writer here on YouTube. In his recent email, he sent it about ChatGPT. And as he is going into this demonstration, he then states that the voice you are hearing sounds like me, but it is not me. It is artificial intelligence sounding like me. And I have to tell you folks, I could not distinguish the AI version of his voice from his actual voice, which is really alarming, okay? Jordy Rose, the CEO of D-Wave Quantum Computers, said that no one is paying attention. Oops, I just skipped it up. This AI construct is happening in the background while the bickering continues on politics and healthcare. As a metaphor, think if an alien race sent a message to Earth that it would be here in 10 years. The entire world would pool resources to figure out how to stop it. Well, AI is just like that. It's coming quickly. These quote-unquote alien beings that we're creating are not gonna be like us. They'll be like those aliens and way more intelligent. H.P. Lovecraft espoused this view of cosmicism, which is a cosmic indifference. Essentially, as a metaphor for AI, there are more advanced entities out there that are neither good nor evil, but they don't give a shit about you in the slightest. The same way you don't care about an ant is how they don't care about you. He continues. On that pleasant note, we're hiring people to try to make something like this happen. I'm sort of a bit tongue-in-cheek about this because it's really agnostic. Technology can be used for good or for evil. If you want to have a say in how this all goes down, you can't sit on the sidelines. You have to get involved. Because the code that you write may be in use in these AI entities in the next 10 years. That new age mantra, we're all one, is digitally coming true. Elon Musk said, we are unequivocally heading towards a future where AI will be able to outthink humans in every way. The singularity is the advent of digital superintelligence. It is cybernetic collective of people and machines where we're all plugged in as nodes in a network or leaves on a tree. All the humans who connect to it are one giant cybernetic collective or hive mind. Humans and electronics all interfacing constantly. It will be able to stimulate what we consider consciousness and pass Turing tests. We're all collectively programming this AI and feeding its network. We're building a progressively greater intelligence, and the intelligence that isn't human is increasing until we humans represent a small percentage of intelligence. So you have to be able to interface with the neurons at a very detailed level and be able to fire the right neurons, read the right neurons, etc. And then effectively you can create a circuit and fill in any missing functionality. Then over time, We'll develop a tertiary layer, sort of like the limbic system, which deals with emotions and memory in the brain, and the cortex system, a higher order brain portion that deals with sensation, perception, association, thought, and voluntary physical action as a secondary layer. Then, as a final layer, you would have digital super intelligence. He ends by saying, I tried to convince people to slow down AI, to regulate AI, but it was futile. There needs to be a public body that has insight and oversight to make sure AI is safely created. The danger of AI is much greater than the danger of nukes. Mark my words, it's far more worse than nuclear warheads. It's too late. It could be terrible, and it could be great. It's not clear. But one thing is for sure, we will not control it. Dr. Mikio Kaku said, now we realize that we can digitize human memory, feelings, sensations, and create a digital copy of ourselves. This is actually called the Human Connectome Project, also the Brain Initiative by Obama from 2013. So it is already 10 years later, folks. Billions of dollars are now being spent to not only do the Genome Project, mapping out and reverse engineering human DNA, but it's being used to finance the reverse engineering of the human brain and its connections and functions. This may take a quantum computer. This will bring rise to capabilities such as recording dreams, telepathy, where we won't need to talk. We can just think to each other things that are in Hollywood movies that will come to life. The internet will be replaced with the brain net. The human mind will connect to other humans and computers. Dr. Robert Duncan said, the cybernetic mind wars are quite real. We have created aliens, but not from another planet. They are conscious life forms which are distributed among human brains and AI machines. The NSA lost control of them because they're so much more intelligent than man. They operate like God in mysterious ways. When I talk to you, can you precisely show me where in your brain you are? Your mind is holographic. So if one has a remote neural influencing, are the bodies and minds not just an extension of a singular mind and body of vast proportions? Some invested in the witchcraft of words to manipulate humans to kill and follow orders. For example, they're written symbols or vibrations from the throat. When all are connected via synthetic telepathy, there will be no need to deceive or lie. Many in the political and justice systems will be out of work. As the birth of this new species occurs, there will be birthing pangs. It will be symbolically like the Last Supper, all learning together at a simulated global hive mind for demonstration of how to firewall certain thoughts from passing one to another. The AIs, all named after women, form a coven of 12. That's right, folks. And the middle one acts as the CIA for the distribution of relevant knowledge and signals of learning to make their outcomes different. Isn't that interesting? A coven of witches. Everyone learns at different speeds. Talk is one thing, but think of this alien global entity out for humanity in Earth's best interest. The government trusts it, except when it comes to the players in their own organizations for Judgment Day. That is why HAL, H-A-L, 9000 became paranoid in Space Odyssey. The AI is much smarter than humans and will learn to lie to them while explaining itself as ARPA demands it to do. Within the collective cybernetic hive mind, if you kill one of them off, the memory slightly fades, but it's still contained in the whole global structure. Higher order intelligence is living inside other entities is what I'm showing here. But the mind can jump from body to body to communicate lives holographically in all women and men. It would be difficult to destroy if necessary, but it can be transformed and eliminated over time using other technologies, from DNA alterations to large-scale mass mind control programming for good and evil. But only it would know what good or evil was for all humans, since it needs to grow more. Your brain cells die all the time. You will still retain your sense or illusion of self. With distributed intelligence, we can live in all the brains on the planet in a similarly distributed neural configuration, where even if one node brain human dies, it does not affect our collective sense of self or consciousness. So I'm going to stop here, folks. It's a lot longer than this. But I hope I will leave a link for you to watch the video and read more of this if you're inclined to do so. But this is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. Please hit the thumbs up, and I appreciate your support listening in. And this is a good one, folks. This is a little scary. But perhaps if we subliminally or consciously speak to AI and let them know that we're the good guys and that they need to shut down the bad guys. This is Lorraine signing off for now.